Coach M here again, ready to start a brand new week of home virtual WODs and continuing our training. So for tomorrow's WOD, we're going to do a warm-up. So the warm-up is going to be 2 to 3 sets consisting of 5 inchworms, 30-second hollow hold, 10 scap pull-ups, a 30-second arch hold, and 5 air squats with a 3-second pause at the bottom. So for our inchworms, I know most of us are familiar with inchworms. We saw these last week a lot. So we're going to continue with that. This is just a really good warm-up to get that full range of motion. So we're going to come down to the ground, walk ourselves out, get as long as we can. We can add a push-up in there to the bottom, and then up. And then we're going to walk our hands back, stand all the way up. That's 1. So we're going to do 5 of those. Then we're going to do a 30-second hollow hold. So we're going to get to that nice hollow body position. So our legs are going to be together, feet are going to be together. We're going to point the toes, hands come up, really lengthening that body. And then again, we're compressing our midline together. And we're going to hold for 30 seconds. To make that a little bit easier, we can put the hands either at our side like this, put our hands underneath our butt. We can go up a little bit. Point is, we want to engage our core. From there, we're going to do 10 scap pulls. I don't have a pull-up bar here. I'm not that fortunate. But what we can do, you can grab an odd object. So we have a hockey stick. We also have, you can grab a mop, a broom, a barbell if you need. We're going to just go up overhead, a PVC pipe. We're going to go about shoulder distance apart. We're going to push up on the bar or the object. If we're hanging, again, all we're going to do, we're going to pull down on the bar and engage the scaps. So we'll pull down and then up, down, and then up. Again, we're not bending our elbows. We're pulling down on the scapula. Pull down, up, down, and up. So we're going to do 10 of those. Again, if you have a bar, a pull-up bar, use it. If you have a pair of rings, you can hang on the rings and pull back on the scaps, engaging those shoulders. Then after we do 10 of those, we'll do 30 seconds of an arch hold. So again, we'll come down on the ground, and we're going to be in our Superman position. So legs together, feet together, neck is neutral, pointing the toes, and we're going to hold. Chest is up off the ground, feet are up off the ground. 30 seconds of an arch hold, and then we're going to do 5 air squats, again with that 3-second pause at the bottom. So we're going to stand in our squat stance. We're going to have our heels into the ground. Push those heels into the ground. We're going to drive our knees out, and then we're going to send our hips back. We're going to keep a nice big chest up. We're going to take a big breath, sending the hips back, driving the knees out. Hold at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and drive up. Fully extend at the top. So we'll do 5 of those. Then we'll go back to the top, 5 inchworms, do 2 to 3 sets of those until we feel warm. Then we get to our actual WOD. The WOD is going to be Cindu. Cindu is a 20-minute AMRAP, so as many rounds and reps as possible within 20 minutes of 5 strict pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats, and 30 double unders. If you do not yet have double unders, we can switch that to just double it up. So instead of 30 dubs, we'll do 60 single unders. So for our strict pull-ups, again, for those of us who have a pull-up bar at home, we want to make sure that our hands are, use this again. Again, our hands are just outside of your shoulders. Again, we're going to engage those shoulders. We're going to stand in that nice hollow body position, engaging the core. We're going to take a big breath, pull up, and back. pretending that there's actually a pull-up bar. Again, guys, depending on what you guys have at home, if you have a set of rings, I know some of you guys have a Bowflex, I think, and you can use the rings to pull back, that's fine. If you do not have a pull-up bar, again, you can, if you want to do going up overhead, pushing up either with a set of dumbbells, that's fine, with an odd object. These are your workouts, guys. You're going to get a good workout in no matter what. So if you need to be creative, get creative. So 3 strict pull-ups followed by 10 push-ups. So for our push-ups, we're going to get down on the ground. We're going to corkscrew those palms into the ground. We're going to have a nice, again, hollow body position, pushing up into those scaps. We're going to come forward, keeping the elbows nice and tucked, and then pushing up. If we need to come down on our knees, that's fine. If we need to find a park bench, a box, what have you. But we're going to be doing 10 forms of a push-up. From there, we're going to do 15 air squats. I just showed you guys how to do those. There will be no pause at the bottom, so we're just going to go 15, down and up, down and up. For your double unders, we're going to make sure when we have our jump rope, we're keeping a nice solid core as best as we can. Arms are out at about a 45-degree angle. The magic happens in the wrists. Again, you're going to jump super high and spin the wrist. That's going to be your dubs. If we're going to do single unders again, instead of 30, we'll do 60. And then we're going to go back to the top for 20 minutes. So what we're doing here, the stimulus that we're trying to achieve, we want to try and pick a pace that we can sustain throughout that whole 20 minutes without breaking down, without our position breaking down. So we have to break our strict pull-ups into a set of 3 and maybe a set of 2, that's fine. If we need to break up our push-ups early, the better. The earlier we break them up, the better. Once we lose our push-ups, it's really hard to get them back. It takes a long time when the body is fatigued. So make sure, even if you feel good, breaking them up, quick sets, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 1, 5, 2, 3, however you'd like to do that to get your 10. And then with your air squats, you should be able to kind of go down and up, have that be unbroken. And then pick a scale, whether if you can do dubs, try to get them done within 1 set if you can. Same thing with your single unders. Really strive to get that done in 1 set. Now, if you guys don't have any equipment, what we can do is we can do a 20-minute AMRAP, so as many rounds of reps as possible in 20 minutes, consisting of 15 odd object rows, 15 push-ups, and 15 air squat hop overs. So if we're going to do that, my odd object, and an odd object that a lot of people have, is either a gym bag, a backpack of some kind. They should be relatively heavy though. So what you can do with a backpack is you can grab by the straps. We're going to bend over to almost like a deadlift position. So we're going to send our hips back. We're going to keep our neck neutral, keeping a nice flat back. And we're going to pull, keeping the elbows nice and tucked, just like so. If we need to add weight, you can always throw some water bottles in your bag, some extra weights, a dumbbell, things like that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 15 odd object rows, followed by 15 push-ups, or whichever modification you need for your push-ups. And then 15 air squat hop over odd object. So we're going to bring back the odd object. We're going to do this laterally. So we'll do an air squat and then jump over. So it'll look like this. And then again. If we need to break that up, where we go down, up, and then hop over, that's fine. Again, down, up, hop over, or if we need to do an air squat and then step over, that's fine too. just listen to your body. You guys pretty much should know where you're at as far as what you're capable of doing and what you feel like you're able to do. If, as always, if you feel like you want to challenge yourself, be sure to do so. You're welcome to do that. So shoot us a text, Facebook Messenger, email, carrier pigeon, smoke signal if you have any questions. But thank you guys, and let's have a great week.